Let me explain something very important in a simple and calm way. There is a situation where time matters more than anything else, and the difference between acting quickly and waiting can completely change the outcome. I'm talking about what happens when the brain suddenly stops receiving enough blood flow. Here's what you need to understand. Your brain is one of the most energy demanding parts of your body. It constantly needs oxygen and nutrients to function properly. And when that supply is disrupted, even briefly, the brain begins to suffer very quickly. That's why the first few hours are so important. If something unusual happens, sudden weakness, difficulty speaking, confusion, or loss of coordination, I strongly recommend not waiting. Don't try to sleep it off. Don't hope it will pass on its own. The earlier you get medical attention, the more options doctors may have to support recovery. In many cases, there is a limited window of time where intervention can help restore proper blood flow, and that window is something you don't want to miss. Now let's talk about what increases the risk over time. The first and most important factor is blood pressure. If your pressure stays high regularly, it puts constant strain on your blood vessels. Over time, those vessels become less flexible and more vulnerable. I always recommend monitoring your pressure consistently, not just occasionally. The second factor is the condition of your blood vessels. Over time, deposits can build up inside them, narrowing the space where blood flows. This doesn't happen overnight, it develops slowly, and often without obvious symptoms. That's why regular checkups are so important. Simple tests can give you a clear picture of how your vessels are doing. The third factor is heart rhythm. When the heart beats in an irregular pattern, blood flow inside the heart can become uneven, and in some cases, small clots can form and travel through the bloodstream. That's why I recommend paying attention to your heart health. Even a basic check once a year can make a difference. Now let's talk about prevention, because this is where you have the most control. First, movement. Your body is designed to move every day. Even something as simple as a daily walk can support circulation, improve sleep, and help your entire system function better. I usually suggest starting with about 30 to 60 minutes of walking at a comfortable pace. Nothing extreme, just consistency. Second, avoiding harmful habits. For example, smoking places constant stress on your blood vessels. Over time, it weakens them from the inside. Reducing or removing this habit can have a powerful long-term effect. Third, nutrition. It's not just about avoiding certain foods, but about balance. Too much sugar, for example, can negatively affect your metabolism and overall health over time. Keeping your meals simple, balanced, and consistent is often more effective than extreme diets. And finally, awareness. Pay attention to how you feel. If something suddenly changes, your speech, your movement, your balance, don't ignore it. Act early. Now let me summarize this in a simple way. Support your body daily, keep your blood pressure under control, check your heart regularly, stay active, and build simple habits that you can follow every day. You don't need complicated systems, you need consistency. Because your body responds best to small, repeated actions over time. Take care of yourself and start today, not tomorrow.